Sweet James is not a typical name for a law firm, but we don't deliver typical results. If you've been hurt in an accident, you deserve the best care, the best compensation, and sweet justice. That's Sweet James.
Discover performance in rare form. Get offers on select F-Sport models at the Golden Opportunity Sales Event.
Right now at 5, a twist in a car chase covered right here on our air. A baby was inside the car being chased by deputies the whole time. We break down this bizarre pursuit. Plus,
I like a straight man who didn't laugh.
He kept a straight face when the rest of us could not. Tonight, we'll take a look back at the comedic talent and the legacy of Bob Newhart.
and 5 days after an assassination attempt on his life, former President Donald Trump lays out the case for why he should be back in the White House. The News at 5 starts now.
This is NBC4 News at 5.
And we begin with the fourth and final night of the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee. Good evening, everyone. I'm Annabelle Sedano.
And I'm Colleen Williams. Former President Trump expected to emphasize unity tonight in his speech. Meantime, the current president, Joe Biden, is being asked by his former running mate now to step down from this election. Our Conan Nolan is live at the RNC with details for us. Conan.
That's right, Colleen. So former President Donald Trump just arrived a little while ago. Again, watching from the stands. He will take the stage later on for his third acceptance speech for a Republican Party nomination, his first speech since the shooting on Saturday. I can appreciate if he feels this way. A lot of the delegates feel they can't believe their good fortune. This is a well-run convention, far better than the one in Cleveland or the one during COVID in 2020. The convention is united behind this candidate. Consider the split screen between that, though, and what's happening over at the Democratic Party right now. And plenty of Republicans here still don't know exactly who Mr. Trump will be running against in November. While tonight the Republican Party hears from their nominee in the grand finale of the four-day convention, the walls are starting to close in on Donald Trump's campaign rival. NBC News reporting that former President Barack Obama has privately joined the growing chorus of Democrats who have asked Joe Biden to reconsider his decision to stay in the race.
It doesn't get any bigger than Barack Obama.
But Kristen Welker of Meet the Press points out it's not just the 44th president seeking to exert pressure on the 46th.
I think the fact that you have Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries expressing to President Biden in private that the polls are dire, that is equally significant.
There are still plenty who want Mr. Biden to stay in the race. California Senator Alex Padilla among them.
I wish the press paid as much attention to all the Democrats that are still supporting and actively campaigning for Joe Biden as they're paying attention to those that are maybe sharing some concerns.
But the number of concerns are growing. NBC News reporting that media mogul Jeffrey Katzenberg, a top Biden fundraiser and co-chair of his campaign, has told the president the money is drying up. The panic on the Democratic Party side comes as the GOP has solidified around their nominee, with convention speeches this week designed to humanize Mr. Trump.
He loves this country.
Multiple slots have been given to past critics who have now rallied to his side, not the least of which is his new running mate, Senator J.D. Vance of Ohio, who was dispatched this morning to a faith-based prayer breakfast to quell concerns that in its effort at broadening support, the party was abandoning Christian conservatives. There have been several appeals to LGBTQ voters at the convention. With delegates dancing to, among others, rapper Amber Rose, a now pro-choice Republican.
Social conservatives have a seat at this table, and they always will, so long as I have any influence in this party. And President Trump, I know, agrees.
Donald Trump will accept his third Republican presidential nomination with a speech that the campaign says will be focused on national unity with themes designed to resonate specifically with working class and suburban voters. A send-off toward November against an opponent to be determined. And as we've been standing here, Drip, drip, drip. Another member of Congress has called on President Biden to pass the torch. That is Congressman Jim Costa, who represents Fresno, another California Democrat. Once again, Donald Trump will take the stage where he will talk about not just the effort at unifying the nation,